we have the moment of the year, the game of the year, the fantasy moment of the year. We have Tyreek Hill. I don't have these written down, the points. Hopefully you do, Justin. I'm not prepared for that. I have notes everywhere, just
Oh,
not that.
God.
Tyreek Hill, week 1,
He
40,
had 44.5
44
and a
and a
half.
half points.
Yep.
Devon Achane, week 3.
51.3.
Amari Cooper, week 16, semifinals of your championship.
51.5.
And Jamar Chase, week 5.
52.2.
It's hard to choose, man, because the person, the regular Joe, I would say, well, who scored the most fantasy points? Who scored the most fantasy points? That should be the moment of the year. That's not how I see things. I see things in a deeper way. I look beyond, I read between the lines. I go throughout the forest and the trees. I don't know how to say these sayings, guys. I'm not that smart. But I will say this. Achane, I would throw that out instantly because nobody even started him. Nobody even started him. Jamar Chase, same situation. I would throw that out. So random week 5. It comes down to 2.
And also, Achane, like, who didn't score more than 30 points on the Dolphins that week? I mean, they scored 70 points on the Broncos. Like, everybody scored fantasy points in that week.
So it comes down to 2 people, and I'd like to get your opinion on this because I think this was another split. I think I lost.
This was another split. We have one guy who came out, broke out, and said, "I'm still that guy," with Tyreek Hill. Then you got Amari Cooper, who is in the playoffs at this point, week 16. This is to get you to the championship. You're hoping that he does well, and then he just busts out 51.5 points on you or on your opponent and single-handedly got people to the championship round or eliminated them from the playoffs, one of the two, however you want to look at it. Luckily, I didn't have to play against Amari Cooper at all in week 16, so that didn't really affect me. So you're looking at the guy who got you 1 week 1 win, followed by a bunch of other wins, or the guy who got you to the championship.
And it's about one game. That's what everyone's got to think. It's about one game. But here's the difference. And I will read the winner right now, and then we'll get into the debate because we do have a debate. The winner of the Fantasy Moment of the Year award goes to Amari Cooper, week 16 in the playoffs. He was bananas that week. Unbelievable. I cannot hate on this pick because it was so meaningful. It was in your semifinals. But I will say this. If you're starting Amari Cooper in your semifinals, you do not deserve to be there. And the teams that started Amari Cooper in their semifinals, they got to the championship game and they all lost because Amari Cooper didn't play. 1, and 2, your team wasn't even good enough to get to the championship game. You got lucky. I played against 2 people that had Amari Cooper the week before, and I just crushed them. I destroyed them because their team was complete, total ass. And I said, okay, you got there because Amari Cooper scored you 1 million points. You're done because my team's really good. That's what happened with the Amari Cooper managers in my leagues. Okay, I'll just say that in my leagues. Tyreek, on the other hand, set a precedent. Week 1, I am here. Not only was he the highest scoring wide receiver that week, the highest scoring person that week. He outscored, second most was the Dallas Cowboys defense, 37. We should have put that on the list. Dallas Cowboys 37. But he outscored Brandon Ayuk, who was a wide receiver 2 that week, by over 12 points. Tyreek Hill, I put it on this podcast. I drafted him. My first round picks, besides 2 leagues, were Tyreek Hill. I told y'all he was going to finish up there. I told y'all he was going to be over Chase. I told everyone this. And that when I saw week 1, I'm like, yep, he's doing it. He's going to set records this year. If he never got hurt, he'd be setting records right now. And it's unfortunate he's not. But Amari Cooper, he's the reason why you lost your championship game. Like, he's the reason why you got there and lost.